Oh. Hi guys. Today is a special day for me because I have like a dream car sitting in my garage right now. It's my next car to review. It's a 2019 Lexus LC500. Maybe I'll do some stuff with this car today in this video. I don't know, I got some work to do on the TT and I'm waiting for my last video to come out for you guys so I can read the comments and see what you want me to do on the car next. Man, this thing sounds like hot garbage right now. I can't wait to fix that exhaust leak. Legit, it took me like 5 minutes to pull this apart. I've done this so many times on this car now, it's ridiculous. I have it all apart. I was doing this just to kind of see what I'm getting into. I'm just gonna keep going with it. Change out this gasket because I really want to see how this car sounds. I don't have a lot of room to get to this manifold back here in the turbo, and I'm really worried about breaking one of these studs. I found the coolant line that was leaking back here. It goes to the heater core. These two lines right here inside this heat wrap, one of them is leaking pretty significantly too. It looks like one of them goes to the turbo though. It's really hard to tell. See right there where I'm pointing at? That's the turbski. This is not a baby turbski. This is a hard line for coolant that has nothing going to it. The heater core lines were actually really easy to take off because these little quick disconnects. So there's the source of my problem right there, right in front of me. Look at this. I did not touch this, I promise you. This is, it was just sitting there. I don't think any of the hardware that goes to the cylinder block is actually loose or that gasket's bad. I think this was where the problem was at. I think I said cylinder block earlier, I meant cylinder head. I'm gonna hold off on changing that gasket then, because it's not leaking and there's no point in wasting a good gasket. I'll just save it in case I do a turbo upgrade and I need to change out the manifold. So I'll just replace the gasket that's actually bad right now. I'm really not trying to break one of these studs right now. That would really suck. So I don't have anything to spray on those before I try to break them free, and I don't want to break one off. So I'm gonna pick my nose in my YouTube video and just try to play that off like it didn't happen. Hopefully this stuff isn't flammable. Come on. Nope. Nope. Nothing. Let's get the big guns out. Got it. Oh, it's actually got a washer on there. Here goes this one. Go on. It broke free, but it's turning really slow. I don't know how many times I've seen careless mechanics at this point just go full send and end up shearing the bolt off. But this ain't my first rodeo, so. I'm not gonna let that happen. 5 minutes later. Are you on? No wonder this thing was leaking, and no wonder the car had no exhaust on it when I bought it. There's not even a gasket in between the turbo and the manifold. There's nothing in there. That's absolutely ridiculous, and I'm not even surprised, and it's 9 o'clock at night, so I'm gonna go shower and go to sleep, and I'll see you guys in a couple seconds. Okay, bye. And like that, it was the next morning, and I'm awake, partially. So continue on with this. All right. Do this gasket, put it all back together, and we'll drive the car and see how this thing sounds. I'm actually super excited to drive this thing because of the fact that that leak was before the turbo, which means that was exhaust gas pressure that wasn't making it into the turbo, which means less horsepower. This is my I'm pissed face. This head of that stupid inverted Torx bit, it broke off the little 6 teeth that are on there from the impact, even after all that penetrating oil and going slow with it.
But this ain't my first rodeo, so.
I stopped while I was ahead. There is still a little bit of meat left on those splines, but I know from past experience when I did this in the military that this is the point you stop when you don't have the capability of removing it anymore. That way when I call Metals Tech to come out here, they have something to work with to remove that hardware.
My first rodeo.
That doesn't work either. So there's only one person I know that's gonna have tools to remove a rounded E14 bolt. And that's my ex Charlie. Thank you. Woo, the sounds it makes. Charlie pulled through for me. He let me borrow this. So hopefully this will get that out of there. I picked up some new hardware too while I was at it so I can replace all the hardware on the turbo. And I read the comments on that last video I uploaded about doing the daily style upload videos. This one, no, I gotta go a larger size. And I really appreciate all the support from you guys and kind of encouragement to keep doing what I'm doing. It's a lot that I can't really explain when it comes to the algorithms of how YouTube works that makes it stressful for us creators. It has nothing to do with you guys. You guys are amazing. And yeah, being able to do vlog style stuff like this into my project car videos and you guys enjoy it makes my life way easier. So I really appreciate it. Here goes nothing. There's absolutely nothing I can do. It's not working. I just put in an extra hour with the camera off trying to get this thing out. I pounded every socket I possibly could over that thing and it will not come out. That's what I get for making cocky statements like, ooh, I know what I'm doing. It's not my first rodeo. Yep, how that happened. Tried getting my Dremel in there, but because it's in that valley, there's no way to get a cutting wheel on there. It's impossible angle. I pretty much exhausted all the resources I have in this garage to be able to extract that hardware. I'm not giving up. I do have a brand new little welder over here that I've never used before, but I have a close friend of mine who's driving down from Phoenix right now and is here. Hi! I'm just talking about you.
Yay!
Your beard is huge. A hug.
Hello.
Oh my god, you got massive. That was funny. I was talking about my friend Shane literally as he pulled into my driveway, but as my friend Shane, we served in the Air Force together and he's another mechanic. Extracto seat, cuz. It's like ejecto seat. What is ejecto seat cuz from?
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh yeah, that's what it's from. Extracto seat cuz. Go extract those bolts. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's kind of cool that he came down here. We were gonna go to the track tonight. There's some drag racing going on. But he like took this project on himself and I'm not gonna stop him. It's kind of nice having someone helping out here for once.
Yeah, I think I broke the bit though. Really? Yeah. Nope, it's not right out.
It did.
Yeah, it started, but I think this started to get it's still good.
Time to break out the welder.
Go ahead, try it now. There it goes. Go ahead, hold it.
Is it going?
Stop.
Does it go when I do that?
A little bit. Go ahead. All right, stop.
Ah.
Go ahead.
It's gonna get in your beard.
The worst things in this.
Why?
Keep going.
What have you had in your
No,
beard?
you're good.
Did you have to weld at your last job or no?
I welded some, but my job before that, I actually taught a little bit of welding. But I'm not an expert at all.
I acquired even more help now. My friend Owen's here. He has a shop like 45 minutes away. And now he's gonna try to weld a nut on there with the limited access that there is. With the solderer.
Essentially a big solderer because the welder has no heat settings and it's flux wire, and we'll just see. It's probably going to go on my trailer tomorrow. and come to my shop so we can actually fix it.
Didn't work at all.
Not even a little bit.
We could probably blame the welder.
So everybody just left, and that's the sad state that the stud is in. My welder will not, it's too dirty of a welder. It won't stick to that. All because I was being too confident in the beginning of this video, like, ooh, it's not my first rodeo, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, this stuff happens when you do that. You can see this gap right here is the gap between the exhaust side of the turbo and the exhaust manifold on the side of the cylinder head. There is the back side of that stuck bolt, and it actually looks like there's a little bit of a liner that's pulling through on the exhaust manifold, which is weird because I don't think there's a helicoil in there, and I don't see why there'd be a liner because none of the other holes have that. So yeah, and there's some, looks like some metal trash coming through. Hopefully none of that made it to the exhaust side of the turbo. Hello. It's the next day. My friend Shane came back for one last attempt at this. You shouldn't have a Cletus merch shirt on. You should have a Sarahntuned merch shirt on.
Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Shane and Sarah YouTube channel.
You say we're on the Shane and Sarah YouTube channel?
Relax.
Nope, didn't close the gap up at all. So when you get back from overseas and you open your dog sanctuary, I need to open a shop on your property. Turn.
Yep, I saw a little bit.
Yeah, you slipped off.
Yeah.
But it did turn.
Did you see it?
Did it go?
Half a turn, yep.
Oh yeah, dude. That was like
Look
an
at the
eighth of a turn that time. It's going though. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of a threaded, I don't want to say it's a helicoil. It doesn't look like a helicoil. It looks like a cylinder liner kind of, doesn't it? Like a baby cylinder liner in the hole.
Maybe it's something soft, and when you thread it in, it expands against the walls.
Yeah. Let Mama Sarah give it a try. Let's see. Oh.
That hard spot and that's it, but this thing's been nothing but difficult.
That's success right there. I mean, it's loose, but I think it's like the last thread. I'll see you before you leave.
Hopefully. Come up to Phoenix.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. So we did a little bit of brainstorming together and we figured out what's happened here is the exhaust housing of the turbo itself is made out of cast iron. However, that threaded body you see in the gap between the turbo and the exhaust manifold is of a different metal type. So it's kind of like a cylinder liner, and then the hardware threads into that. And this threaded portion is actually threaded into the turbo housing itself. And what happened is when that bolt was threading out, for whatever reason, corrosion or whatnot, it caught that liner and started pulling the liner out of the turbo. So now the liner is on the bottom, the bolt is destroyed, and they're seized together. So with that said, because this car has 124,000 miles on it, it's probably the original turbo, and this all has to come apart, and that turbo, regardless, is gonna need new liners in those holes. It makes zero sense for me to repair a factory turbo with that many miles on it. It either needs to be A, rebuilt, or B, replaced. Time to get leg day on. That was no joke, pushing that car out into the driveway. Thankfully the small Sarah was here and she helped me out. I'm gonna start looking at turbos. I think the best solution is the Franken turbo because it utilizes the same downpipe and exhaust manifold. I believe it's like $1,000 or so, and it's an upgrade, but it's still like reasonable. So I'm gonna look at those and start saving up for that. And thank you to Shane and Owen for coming out and helping me yesterday and taking time away from your families on Father's Day weekend. And happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Well, it's past Father's Day, but whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon with another. Bye.